Chapter 8 is about rehabbing property. So one of the easiest ways to make real estate work is to do a value add. So, you have the Burr method, which I'm sure you know, the buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Um, More than the Burr method, what we do is we buy something when there's a little bit of a need, and then we fix it, and then we either refinance it or just have it be more valuable and sit on it. So like in other words, we rent it out at a higher price or we have our guests pay more for it. So actually where I'm standing is one of them. So this was the Airbnb. We redid two bathrooms and just kind of like upgraded the kitchen a little bit and put some outdoor stuff, put like a barbecue place to eat dinner, added some lights to the pergola, and that essentially gave us a value add so that we could charge more money. Um, I think that's a really, really good business model. With Spring Park, what we did is when we bought it, there were 8 units, and we added 2 units and made it 10 units, which really increased our rental. That's long-term rental. But when we bought it in 2020 and what we're renting it for now, about a year, even 2 years ago, we hit the 100% increase. So we basically doubled um, our rental income about a year and a half ago, and now we're a little bit above that. We're like, I don't know, we're like 120% or something. So anyway, so the way we did that was we hired a contractor and we completely redid stuff. We moved stuff around. We opened up a kitchen and we created two units where they weren't renting them out. The space was there, but they just weren't using it properly. So that's really that's really a good way to do it. With that one, we went back and refinanced it. So that's more your classic Burr. So the money that we originally put in, we pulled back out and we bought something else with that money. So value add is a really good idea. Um, you just need to have some basic things to get a value add done.
Hey, I was just in the middle of making the content on what the fuck? Oh, on rehabbing your investments. So one thing I was thinking about is you want to kind of differentiate how you rehab a short-term rental from a multifamily from a long-term rental, like single family or something. Single family, you're trying to rehab it to be as functional, as nice, but as functional as possible. You don't want anything high-end or anything. The short-term rental, you want it to appear as high-end as possible without spending high-end prices. So you might do like one thing high-end, but everything else is kind of like, utility upscale. I think that's probably the category you want to get in. At least that's the category I want to get in. I want my stuff beachfront, upscale, but not like, I don't want to pay upscale prices. I want to get it done as cheap as possible, but have it look upscale. So you might have one piece be expensive, and then other things are, not so expensive. But then there's certain things that have to be done well, which I think I've told you before, but like you absolutely have to have really good mattresses. I like Zenith mattresses. I'll put the link somewhere. I just order them from Amazon. I've ordered them from Walmart, and I've basically had a 50% success rate. Walmart just likes to not deliver stuff sometimes, which is a huge pain in the ass. Like, it takes you forever to get the refund, so to me, Walmart's not worth it. Amazon, if there's a mistake, it's bang. You're better off with Amazon. So with Amazon, I get the green tea cooling mattress, and with Walmart, I get the Spa Sensation. The Spa Sensation was the original one that, like, holy God, is that comfortable? But you don't have to get the Spa Sensation. The Zenith green tea memory foam is also really good and really inexpensive. And the thing rises, and it becomes really hard after a few days. I actually just laid on one that I bought about 2 weeks ago, and when I first undid it, it was a little on the soft side, but I just laid on it yesterday, and man, it's like a rock. It's so good. That is such a comfortable mattress. Really good mattresses, really good high pressure shower heads. That is like one of the absolute key things to having a luxury place. It's gotta function well. And having it function well is really contingent on having a good shower and having a good sleep. So that's a must. And obviously you need to have your kitchen all stocked and all ready. So that's the other thing. So I have a whole list of things that you need to have in a short-term rental, and that will be, you can download that list, and there's links to where to buy stuff, and that's about it. Just, follow that list, make sure you have everything, and I say when you're listing on Airbnb, just put everything down. Like, in other words, if you don't actually have a lobster pot, still put it down, and then you check in with your guests, you ask them what they're doing. If they say, hey, I'm cooking, you say, are you making lobster? I can bring you a lobster pot. And then whatever they need, you fill in, and then you have it for the next guest. So you don't have to absolutely have everything sitting there already, but you have to have it ready to go. It is really easy with TaskRabbit and DoorDash and stuff to get anything and have it delivered. I mean, you can even offer having groceries stocked for your guests, because it's really easy to do. You just have them pay you, or you have them pay directly to whoever's doing it, and you set it up. You can set up rental cars, you can set up golf carts, you can set up beach access to a beach that has stalls and parasols and stuff. So whatever you have, you can just kind of preset all of that up to really offer that white glove service, and that's all part of what it takes to rehab an Airbnb. Like, you're essentially taking a house and making it more and more awesome and livable and unique, and creating a super property out of it. So the way to do that is to offer all these little things. I love having tons of coffee. I like having a French press with local ground coffee. I really like coffee, so I don't mind being the connoisseur and the curator of that. We recently got Baby's Coffee from Key West, which actually is really good. The staff is snotty, but the coffee is good. And I get Nespresso. I have Keurig in some, but I also have just Nespresso in some. I have a couple frothers, that way you can make cappuccinos and lattes, etc., macchiatos and cortados, whatever you want to eat, drink. And you want to have like a whole coffee bar. You want to have options. That way, a person, and a bunch of teas as well, and a kettle. So you want to have a lot of drink options. That way, they can do what they want, and feel the abundance. I think the more you provide abundance, the more you are getting to the crux of what it is to be in a luxury super property. Even if it's not the highest of luxury, that abundance is what people really like. Then also, you'll notice when you provide abundance, one of the stars for a rating is value. Your customers, your guests' sense of value, of your value, will go up. So in other words, you can't change, like if I'm in Jack's Beach or Delray Beach, I can't change how much, the market is what the market is, so we're going to charge accordingly. So they can feel like, oh, Jack's Beach isn't that good, there's no value here. But if the house is really abundant, and there's all kinds of coffee, and there's pool, and it's heated, and I pre-bought them groceries and offered them a rental car, that gives the illusion of value, that they're getting a lot for their money. So that's really important. It's really important to stay with the luxury vibe, and the abundance is what provides that, as well as having like a statement couch, or the awesomest, most high pressure shower head, or an incredibly comfy bed, or whatever it is. So you have to figure out what your unique selling point is, and then make sure you provide that, and make sure you go above and beyond. We do a forget-me-not basket where we have like razors, creams, Listerine, tampons, I don't know, there's like all kinds of stuff in it. There's like little mini lint rollers. You can buy all that stuff in Target. Target has like a mini section, one aisle of just minis. There's awesome stuff, mini loofah brushes and stuff, like just mini everything's are there. So go ahead and take advantage of that and provide that abundance. I was stocking La Croix sparkling water, but I realized for $1 more for an 8-pack, I can get Pellegrino, which is the total name brand Italian luxury. So like, fuck it, spend the dollar. If I'm gonna charge $300 a night, spend the extra dollar, and get that little name brand thing where people are like, oh, Pellegrino. So you want to always give that white glove service. You always want to give that little bit of extra, a little bit of abundance. And when you're doing the rehabs, like the actual hardware, like you're choosing tile and stuff, you've got to source everything where it's inexpensive enough that you can afford it, but it's got to look nice. So, you know, you might want to do, like, let's just say we're doing a bathroom. You're going to be choosing a tub, a shower head, tile, maybe a new toilet, vanity, faucets on the vanity, lighting up top, what kind of mirror it is, and what the paint job is. So you might go basic, off-white paint, nothing special. You know, tub that you can afford that's new and clean, nice, maybe square shape so it kind of stands out from the old style. And then you maybe put in a really nice shower head, like Hansgrohe shower head. Those are like the baddest ass shower heads in the world. They have really good pressure and they're really nice. They have a separate handheld piece. I love the handheld piece. And then maybe you get a faucet that matches, you know what I mean? It's nice, but it's not super expensive. And the vanity, something really basic out of, you know, Home Depot, or you buy it on, what do you call those places? West Elm or Wayfair. You know, and then just any old mirror, you hang it up. So like you can put some really cheap stuff, inexpensive stuff that looks really nice with a couple really beautiful statement pieces, like that shower head, the Hansgrohe, that's like all you need. You have a luxury bathroom now. You know, and then I like to use either what's the word? Not porcelain. Give me 1 second. I like to use marble looking tile. So not marble, because marble's a pain in the butt. It's hard to clean. It stains easily. It's just not good for having various people who don't know how to protect marble. I like getting tile. You know, it can be ceramic or it can be porcelain tile. And you go to Floor & Decor. Floor & Decor is a really nice place to source it. Also Home Depot, but I really like Floor & Decor. And also you can walk and just touch everything, see everything. Go to Floor & Decor and get that marble looking tile for one bathroom. One bathroom's kind of like a statement bathroom. And then the other bathroom, you can just get subway tile. And one little trick is, instead of putting the subway tile horizontal, just have your guy install it vertical. It looks really cool. And make sure you get the exact same color subway tile, because it is really easy to have just slightly different colors, shades of white. So, and as much as possible, neutral colors. I like whites, off-white, white. I see some people use black. Black seems to work really well, also very neutral, but I don't like color because it just changes style too quickly and it looks really weird. Very quickly it goes out of style. So why do that to yourself? Now you're just gonna have to do it again. And then for shower doors, I absolutely love the clear frameless shower doors. We use like Dreamtime or something. They are a pretty good company too. We had a guest break the shower door. I don't know what they were doing in the bathroom. I mean, I know what they were doing in the bathroom, but after breaking the glass, we went to them and said, hey, the glass is broken, and they actually sent us the glass piece for free, like a whole big door piece for free, and we just had to pay to install it and such, and we got some money from AirCover to Airbnb, even though the guest was lying, saying that it just like fell off or something. Luckily, one of the guests was a big family. I got on the phone with them, and one of them actually told me the truth, which I was really lucky. The son was like a military guy, and he was actually a really cool guy. I don't get why they were trying to get out of it, because it's not like they're being charged for it. It just goes through AirCover, and Airbnb pays for it. I think that's how it works anyway. I'm not even 100% sure. If somebody knows better, please tell me. But yeah, the clear shower doors, I'll put a link on to that. That's actually in the furniture spreadsheet I have. Those are really nice. If you have a backyard, you want to have some loungers, you want to have a place to eat outside, you want to have a really nice barbecue. I prefer propane, but we've also done charcoal. You want to have all the stuff to use the barbecue, cook on the barbecue, and you want to have a pergola if possible, string lights, really class the place up. Those shade sails are amazing, and you want to have a fire pit. A fire pit is fucking awesome. A fire pit is such a nice statement piece. It is a really beautiful photo because you also, when you're doing your listing photos, you want to have, you want to have some photos that really pop, and you want to have one main photo that's very action based, and a fire pit might be your action based photo. Like, people, you kind of set up wine and cheese and fire going at nighttime, and you see the string lights off the pergola, and like that's a really nice look. Barbecue in the background. That tells a lot about how you're going to enjoy the place. So that really gives a sense of experience. So you want to set that up. That's a really good one. Actually, one of my Airbnbs does not have a fire pit right now, and that's absolutely something I have to get it. I've been kind of shirking that. We're having such a good season. I kind of want to don't fix what's not broken, but you do always have to be improving. Oh, and that's something else. You always have to be improving. You always have to be looking at what other people are doing. Not always every day, but once a month, check out what your competition is doing and see how you stack up and see how you can get better. Can you add a hot tub? Can you add a barbecue? Can you add, I don't know, can you add a fire pit? Can you add whatever? What are other people doing, and what does your market not have that you can provide? So definitely try to keep up. I think it's Grant Cardone who's Grant Cardone is sell or be sold, but I think he also says something along the lines of, the same basic concept, but he says something along the lines of, if you're not keeping up, you're falling behind. And that is true. I experienced that so big in Amazon sales. I was one of the best sellers in the world at one point, and the technology has changed a little bit. Some of the way the algorithm worked changed a little bit, and people absolutely eclipsed me. And I was smart enough to say, okay, I'm going to take my winnings and get off the table and go do something else. And I've made this transition into real estate, but I really think you really do have to keep up, and I know it. I'm never backing off. It's almost like spinning a merry-go-round. You got to push to get that merry-go-round to start spinning. So once it's spinning, it's a lot less push that's necessary, but you do have to keep pushing, or else it comes to a stop, and then you have to do the heavy lifting again. Why do that to yourself? Why ever have to do the heavy lifting again? You've done it once, you've succeeded once, keep that thing spinning. So keep up. Keep checking out your market. We were just doing that for Jack's Beach recently. We wanted to see, we knew we wanted a place with a pool. Our first place did not have a pool, so the second place, it has a pool, so it ticks that box. But now I'm trying to figure out, I have a little bit of space. I don't know what to do with it. I have a shed there. I don't need a shed. I have the lawnmower in there, but I can put the lawnmower somewhere else, or just I hold it in my house. I don't need the shed. What can I put where the shed is? Can I put a hot tub? Can I put a little mini golf putter? Can I put a sauna? So I'm scanning, what do other people have, what ones are performing really well, and what can I add that nobody else can have, that I can then make that my action shot. And it's oh, the place with the sauna, oh, the place with the putting green, oh, the place with the whatever. So that's what I'm actively doing right now, and that's what I encourage you to do, is do that research, find out what that little missing thing is in your niche that really makes you stand out in your market, and hit it hard, do it well. So those are the things. So rehab is just basically you want to, while maintaining your budget and staying within yourself, you want to provide absolutely as much as possible at a luxury abundant level, especially for short-term rentals. For long-term rentals, it's all about efficiency, cleanliness, stuff that is easy to replace when you do turnovers, and just making it an easy place to live. And then for multifamily, you really want to do value add, because when you add value and you are able to raise your rents in multifamily, you can then go to the bank with your new rent rolls, and they will divide that by the cap rate of your area, and bang, you have a new value to your property, and you can cash out, refinance that. And assuming you're getting 5-year loans, 5-year term periods for your loans, like I am in commercial real estate, you're going to be refinancing anyway. So why not increase that value and cash that out, and then buy more deals, or hold some money back to keep the maintenance going on your place. So there's no deferred maintenance. Update windows, update roofs, update electrical, update plumbing. Just keep it rolling along. Update HVACs, and keep your place cash flowing. So that's my thing on rehabbing. One thing about my business is that I actually don't source the materials. That is my wife's job. So my wife will be writing the chapter about about this, or we'll be co-writing the chapter about this, because she's the one that, I mean, I'll go with her to Floor and Decor and look and discuss, but she's the one that ultimately pulls the trigger on what tile we're going to buy, and then we give it to our contractor and he puts it into the new bathroom. She sources all the materials, thresholds, tiles, flooring, etc. That's all her stuff. Faucets, lighting, you name it. So if you have any design questions and you want to speak to her, we can set that up. Same thing. Same way you can speak to me by just booking Calendly, you can ask to speak to her, or the two of us at the same time, and she will help you with sourcing. She's very good at it. So I'm very lucky, and that's also, you want to try to build that where, like, that's not my thing. So, you know, we try to keep it simple. When I built the bar with Andy, we just kept everything black because we're just like two guys. We don't have the best fashion in the world, so we kept it really simple, dark and black. I didn't want to add any like pizzazz, and that's actually really ugly. Same thing I was saying with the tile. I really wouldn't go with colored tile in the bathrooms because it's just too easy to clash with something else or get out of style. So I really try to keep it simple. Even though we name each house over its outdoor paint color, but I usually am inheriting that. Like, I inherited a peach pink house, so that's how we got Casa Rosa. And then I inherited this, not inherited, but I inherited the paint job. I bought the house, and like inherited this like blue color, so that's how we got Casa de Blue. And that's because I couldn't get the Casa de Azul because it was taken. I think the Italians, who are crazy about their football team, took that. But anyway, we were able to get Casa de Blue, a little bit mixture of my son's name and French, so I thought that was pretty cool. But I think that's everything. I'm probably forgetting something, but basically, you know, you want to get it done is where it looks as nice as possible, but you don't want to break the bank. Oh, one last thing. There's a calculator for ROI. This is especially good for if you're going to resell your house. It tells you, if I do the kitchen, I'll get X ROI, but if I do the bathroom, I'll get Y ROI, but if I do the garage, I'll get Z ROI, and you can really see how different those amounts can be, which can help you know where to focus your energies. But I think everybody knows it's kitchens and bathrooms. That's what people really consider. When you see a new kitchen, a new bathroom, people are like, oh, this place is nice. So that's really where you want to focus most of your energy, unless something really jumps out. All right, that's a good lesson. Thank you for listening.